Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you decided to join us for the first episode of Chapter 2. Episode 1 was very good in my opinion. Maybe my favorite episode, although what's to come is very great too. It ended on kind of a cliffhanger with Snow White's decapitated head found on our doorstep. This is the main run, so this is Good Bigby. We're being a good guy, and we chose to arrest Tweedle Dee at the end of the last episode. So, even though we're being the good guy, I'm sure we'll have a thing or two to say to him before the day is done. So let's see where the story takes us. This is episode 2, Smoke and Mirrors. Congratulations to everybody in the thread who worked out that it was Georgie Porgy was the girl's pimp. You can see, they took off the pie tattoo in the final version of him. He just got a cobweb, but you can see his Kiss the Girls tattoo there in the middle, which is a good, nice little touch. Alright, let's begin.
Mr. Toad?
Do something, Bigby, before he completely tears up the place.
Whoa, 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 hey, hey!
You've got something on your face.
Retrospectives.
Talking about you stupid cunt.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me.
No, I'm not lying for someone when I don't know the reason. Sorry.
It's not what you might be thinking.
It might be.
Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty?
Yeah, I did.
Come with me.
Pretty thorough retrospective.
Don't interrupt me, Miss Snow!
You asked me a question.
Don't change the subject. You are to blame for this unpleasantness, Miss Snow.
No, I'm D. He's dumb.
But he said if word of this ever got back to him, if he ever thought you knew, or Miss White, he'd come back and kill my boy.
I'm looking for the woodsman.
Well, he's not here.
Ollie, you're out of paper towels and they're gonna string me up, Bigby. Like you said, it looks fucking bad. It looks really bad, but I didn't do it.
All right, I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named. Fuck, man!
This fucking lapdog. He comes sniffing around this part of town. Rich fucks in the woods need a shakedown. Ain't that right, Bigby?
Now things are worse off than they've ever been.
Well, that's not true.
Right. We've had it worse, but not by much.
Back in the homelands, I assume she means. That just kind of touched on the important decisions we made last chapter. Specifically going to Toad's before Prince Lawrence, thus ensuring he's not going to survive in this playthrough. Isn't that a cool intro?
Mr. Wolf!
How the Mundy police got in there, I'm not quite sure. They're supposed to be kept away by the glamour, but I don't know.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be. If you just cooperate and answer the questions, you can go home. Maybe get some sleep. How are you feeling? I know it's been
Pretty
a long
bad.
night for you. You look like you could use some rest.
I'm gonna be honest with you, though.
I'll be better when I find who did this, which I can't do while sitting in here.
We all want the same thing here, Bigby.
Wonder what kind of
Good.
file he's got.
I know what you must be going through.
Mm,
Really, I do.
no.
But I could use your cooperation.
You know, I hate to say it, but I don't think you do.
Of course. You're right. I can't imagine what you're going through right now.
Yeah, she's probably never had her girlfriend, lovers, whatever, decapitated head left on her doorstep.
What is it with you cops? Always trying to empathize with people. I know this must be hard for you. Do you? Do you fucking know?
Have you had a friend killed and their head left at your fucking doorstep?
Sure, friend.
No, didn't think so.
What do they think he does, I wonder? A security consultant or something? I don't know. The mechanics of this are
Nose is
weird.
bleeding. Are you okay? You don't look so good. Detective Brannigan?
I'm Detective Brannigan.
Yeah, I know. I just said that. Is there something?
Do you hear that? Please. Please.
Detective Brannigan.
I'm sorry. Just make it stop, please.
Oh gosh. Hey,
Now.
Crane came through.
What did you do to her?
She'll be fine. It's just a memory wipe spell. Very expensive, but it works.
That's
The
such a
whole
cool
station
intro.
will forget the last 24 hours and everything they saw at the Woodlands. Well, hurry up.
See, he's not totally useless when he needs to do damage control. He can do it. Get that picture. I don't know. To me, that was a really cool intro. Especially the heads hitting the glass. So however that happened, it's dealt with now. Memory wipe spells. For the government, I'm not sure why the witches are charging you. I guess they really run on open market stuff. Oh, it's a libertarian fable government. No, I hope not. Well, we're gonna be nice.
Thanks for bailing me out.
Certainly. We found Tweedle Dee chained up to a post. That was your doing, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you detained him. Dee was at the Trip Trap when Snow was left at the Woodlands, so he couldn't possibly be involved in this mayhem.
I wonder if Crane's protecting him too.
Bluebeard's currently interrogating him. And he hasn't
Ooh,
said
interesting.
anything useful. And Bigby, we have to tread carefully here. We can't implicate an innocent man, and people are already worried about your conduct.
He's
But I'm being
working
nice.
for somebody. And whoever it is wants him snooping around every crime scene I've looked at.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're involved in the murders.
It's pretty suggestive, I'd have to say. I mean, I guess not technically, but come on. They've wanted him at Faith's, they've wanted him at
I
Lawrence's.
know what you're thinking, Bigby. It's been one full night and a slice of morning, and I already miss her too.
It's an interesting moment for being such a...
Homesick when one of us dies. And now, for it to be Snow, I've never been good with these sorts of things. I just can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah. It's hard.
This is good characterization, I think.
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused. Did she, give any indication to what she was thinking? When you saw her last, I mean.
Now, this could be
I
him
don't
probing
know
us
why,
for
but I'd
information.
like to know that she was, I guess, fine, I suppose.
She just told me to be careful.
She was always fond of you, Bigby.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say, Bigby. We have to put an end to this.
I agree with that
As
anyway.
many days. If we don't unearth our culprit, and soon, there will likely be another on our doorstep tonight.
I'll get it done.
Please, Bigby. For Miss White.
I got it.
Yep, we're pretty motivated at this stage of the game. So the basement's not a great place to be.
Come on. Just tell me what I want to know. It will make things a lot less painful for you. In theory.
Oh, were you planning on using that? I just thought you really liked rubbing your little sword.
T isn't very
What the hell do you think you're
shakeable.
doing?
Hello, Ichabod. Sheriff.
Bluebeard.
I was just chatting with our new friend.
You were supposed to wait for us to get back. I told you, if you want to be involved, you will do things my way. No violence!
Whatever you say, Ichabod.
I like his voice actor a lot.
Hello, Bigby.
I want answers, Dee.
Oh, goody. I thought you wanted questions, and I was having so much trouble thinking of any good ones. Though I'd settled on, how's your head?
You see
It's
what
not
I've been
the time,
dealing
buddy.
with? What are you going to do about this, Bigby?
Do you think this is a joke? Snow White is dead.
Look, I didn't kill anyone.
And I'm supposed to just believe you.
You were with me when it happened, dummy.
Dumb.
I still have questions for you, Dee.
Sounds
Now-
like a personal problem.
Obviously, this goes down
Let him
very
work.
different
He's got more experience with these kinds of things.
if you're being nice
Back
or
in the alley,
mean.
you mentioned your employer. Who is it? Who are you working for?
Why? You looking to change your occupation?
I'm not fucking around here, Dee. All right, Dee. Let's get to know each other.
This is where, like I say, things go very differently
Come
depending on
Bigby. We both
how you're
know
going to be.
This isn't going anywhere.
So you have a couple options of things to do.
You mind loosening those? I can barely feel my fingers.
Since we're being nice. Now, it's possible we'll actually get less out of this interrogation than we would if we were being harsh. But you see, Bluebeard doesn't like it.
Just tell me who your employer is.
I'd like to help you, but I can't. My brother and I, we got a thing about loyalty. We do our job and we keep our mouths shut. If we don't hold up our end, we don't get paid.
Your brother. Where was he last night?
I can't say. He could have been anywhere.
Take your best guess.
He didn't do it, if that's what you're thinking.
Then where is he?
No, I'm not sending you after my brother. Look, I answered your question. Can I get my stuff back now?
What did you find on him?
Oh, nothing of consequence, really.
Cigar, a wad of money, and some liquor. Sounds like what he would carry around.
Anyone can see this isn't working. It's time to try a different tactic.
Not
So as you can see, we've got kind of a
Yet.
angel and a devil on our shoulder there. Ichabod wants restraint, whereas Bluebeard wants violence.
You just carry this around?
Always handy that way.
Honestly, when I played through the first time, I did kind of a mix of mean and
not
nice.
sure this is really working.
Hold on.
It couldn't hurt, I guess.
Look, Bigby, this isn't going to work. Don't you want to find out what happened to those girls? To Snow White?
Let me handle this.
Bluebeard just wants to cut somebody,
so where's
I
your
think.
brother?
Look, mate, I'd like to help. I would, but I can't tell you where he is. Last time I saw him, we split up and I went to find Faith. I don't know where he is now. But he didn't kill anybody. Just leave him out of this.
You went to find Faith's what?
Her apartment. I went to her apartment. That's no secret. You saw me.
No, there's more to it. You said you were trying to find something.
All right, Dee. What did you want from Faith?
Sorry, I can't help you. I'm not saying any more about it.
See if we can use the photo that we got.
Fuck, Bigby. Don't make me look at that. Just put that away. Please. I don't want to see that.
Look at it. Look at it. So he is still human in that he doesn't actually like violence. He doesn't like people getting shot in front of him. He's not a sadist or whatever.
Murdered, Dee. She was important to me. If you know who did this, you have to tell me.
I don't know what to tell you. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't know who did it.
I get the sense. I mean,
Come on.
I don't know.
What do you want from Faith? Sweet girl like her.
Sweet? You think that girl was sweet? She was a fucking thief. Fucking sweet.
Oh,
Faith was plenty of things,
so
but that ain't one of them. I mean,
so she
you
stole
know
something.
what she did for a living, right?
What did she steal?
I don't know. Just some dumb thing my boss was after.
Well, there we go.
Well, that brings me back to my first question. Who are you working for?
You're gonna get me in trouble, Bigby. I can't answer any more of your questions.
So Faith stole
Are
something
you
from the
done
mysterious
yet? I'm getting
employer.
old over here.
A lot of cash.
You always carry this much cash?
I've got a lot of laundry to do this week. What's it to you?
Uh-huh. So, nice or mean again?
Why don't you just tell me who you're working for?
Look, you're not a bad guy, despite what Beauty says about you. At least you're not a total bastard anyway. But I just can't give you that information.
There's no way Beauty would associate with a scumbag like you.
What's wrong with me? You're telling me I ain't pretty enough?
Definitely not, but
We're real close.
I thought this was supposed to be a murder investigation, but you're treating this guy like a fucking house guest! Bluebeard? And not getting any answers from him this way. Snow White is dead. One of us. And you're going to let this ignorant shit walk out of here in one piece. Out of my way. I'll show you how it's done!
What the fuck? What do you think you're doing?
Teaching him a lesson. Now pay attention.
Stop this right
gosh.
now!
You enjoying yourself?
Immensely.
action sequence here. And...
No.
What? Dee doesn't look like he knows what's up.
Snow.
And neither do we. Now, stay with me, folks. I feel like this is the point where if I'm going to lose you at all in the story, I'm going to lose you here. Yes, it was kind of a fake out, but I actually think this was a pretty good twist. It lets us know that there is a lot going on, and as some people in the thread have suggested, that we can't necessarily trust appearances. That just because we think we see a character in one place, we haven't necessarily seen them. Also, one of the reasons I didn't want people discussing things from the comics in the thread was Snow White does actually show up in the comics, and so that would have spoiled that little reveal right there. Anyway, she does end up being an interesting character in the rest of the game, so I don't mind it. I think it was a pretty decent twist, so like I say, just stay with me. I know it maybe seems like a dirty drink.
What the hell
I
was
don't know why
going
she's
on
mad.
down
I was helping.
Abusing a
I'm good,
prisoner
Bigby.
like that. I thought you could control yourself.
I
Wasn't
didn't lay a
me.
hand on him. I wanted to do things the right way, but Bluebeard had other ideas. I tried to stop him, Snow.
Yeah.
Well, no talk about where you haven't
Where
been?
the hell have you been all night, Snow?
I was working on this case. After a conversation in the taxi last night, I got a call from Toad. He said his son found a body. We thought it was Faith at the time. Getting her back here wasn't easy, but hopefully we'll find something on her to help us track down the killer. Or at least to
This is a
figure
place
out who
where
she is.
I'm glad
it's
you
good to
took
trust
care of
Snow.
things.
Thanks.
Again, she doesn't want to be handheld. Or to feel like somebody else is going to take care of everything for her.
What is it?
I'm glad you're not dead.
Me too. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I just feel like
What is it?
I feel responsible in a way. She looked just like me. And maybe that's why she was killed.
It's extremely possible. Somebody might have been trying to put out a hit on her.
Snow, it's not your fault.
But she looked just like me. That can't be a coincidence. We just have to find out who did this.
No.
And why she was glamored to look like me. I mean,
We don't know that
that's
this
what it
is Snow.
right? So, what's our next move?
Although this would be a weird way to try to juke us
Just
out, I
keep
guess.
doing what we've been doing. We do our jobs.
And I'm supposed to do what? Sit around the business office twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the big bad wolf to solve all my problems?
That's not what I meant.
Well, then what did you mean? I told you, I'm tired of sitting around. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
I just want you to be careful.
Well, yeah.
I almost lost you once.
I'm not yours to lose.
Alright. Dang, lady.
I'm sorry.
I want you to help out, too.
I know
I
it's
feel like that
dangerous,
makes a little bit
but
more
I'm
sense
not
if you
helpless. I can take care of myself.
try to keep her down.
I've been doing it for centuries. TJ is waiting inside.
Well, she has.
He was so freaked out last night, he wouldn't tell us much. Even now, he just stops talking altogether after a certain point. He's pretty shaken up, though, so try not to be too, you know.
I can handle the kid.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I am not looking forward to this part in the jerk run. Because I have never been mean to TJ. And how could you? He's just a sweet kid.
TJ's over there. I don't know if you want
So
to talk to
another
him first
body.
or after, but let me know when you're ready to see the body. I want to be there. Buffkin, do you have a second?
Of course, Miss Snow.
It's hard to tell exactly how the regenerative capability of Fables lasts, if it persists after death, so that the body might have been there for a long time, or if the fact that the body was relatively intact means it was recent. There's really no telling. But let's look around for just a little bit.
Snow's perfume.
Notice her perfume. Never know what might come in handy later.
Maybe this has been harder on him than I thought.
Yeah, like I said, I was really interested in how they characterized Ichabod in the beginning of this episode, in that he was just a jerk last time, but here he seemed genuinely concerned about Snow. He was opposed to violence during the interrogation as opposed to the relatively bloodthirsty Bluebeard. I mean, he's seeming like a sort of panicky, ineffective leader, but one who does try about things at least, and I appreciate that complex characterization. And we see we've got 3 more tarot cards, so we'll analyze this in thread, but for now, let's see what they are.
Well, that's appropriate.
I guess. 3 of Swords.
The moon. Usually this is about deception or confusion. But for me, Well, who knows?
Yeah, although there certainly has been some of that.
I hope you can find what you're looking for.
The Hermit. I'm not really up on my
These can't
tarot,
solve
so I'm not really
murders.
sure what those are. Maybe they can. Maybe we just need to look harder. And again, I'm not really up on my tarot, but we'll analyze that in the thread and see what that particular hand might be all about. I think it was past, present, and future is what we had decided on. See if these two have anything worth saying.
So, check out anyone who fits that profile. You might start with Bluebeard.
Right away, Miss Snow.
Yeah, he's
Are you ready
he's
to
looking pretty
examine the body
suspicious.
now?
Oh,
In
no,
a
no.
minute.
When you're ready.
I want to talk to TJ first. Yeah, Bluebeard, I think it's interesting that he wanted to be present during the interrogation and to be especially violent. Dee has been pretty adamant against revealing who he's working for, and if he knew what somebody like Bluebeard might do to him if he revealed who it was, that certainly might indicate that it could be somebody scary like Bluebeard. And the fact that he was wanting to be present and wanting to be particularly ferocious, or at least putting on a show of that. It's not looking good for him right now.
Seems like not much has changed between me and Woody.
I don't know. I guess we punched him a couple times, but we did let him go in this one.
Beast. Always putting on a show for each other.
You know?
I will get to the bottom of this.
Guess that's all we had in there. Well, let's talk to TJ at least, see what's going on. Poor kid. Wonder what they're using the mirror for. This is the kind of junk Toad would get up to.
Oh, that's enough. Mirror, vanish, cancel!
What the hell are you doing?
What? I wasn't touching nothing.
What's going on?
Don't worry, no harm done.
What were you doing with the mirror, Toad?
I thought maybe I'd catch you on the shitter. I was just having a laugh.
All right,
I've been
all
waiting
right.
here a long time.
TJ. It's all right. Are you ready to talk to Mr. Wolf?
And thankfully, I was nice to them in the last chapter, so he won't be particularly frightened of talking to me. Poor kid.
It's okay.
This won't take long.
Go ahead, TJ.
I go swimming at night sometimes, in the river. I wasn't doing anything bad. I promise.
Of course you weren't.
We know
I
you're
know.
a good kid, TJ.
You're not in trouble. Just tell me what happened.
I was there, under the big blocks, and I heard noisy feet. And when I hear that, I'm supposed to go underwater and stay real still and quiet.
That's right, son.
Then I saw... I saw the lady.
It's okay, son.
Take your time.
The lady fell in. But she didn't have her head on. I thought she was gonna pull me down too. Cause she had rocks on her feet and she kept falling down in the dark parts.
I do a really
Cindy
good job
has
writing a
her
scared
angles.
kid.
Is there more, TJ?
Is it true? You know when people are lying? I heard you could do that.
Uh-oh.
That's why you're the sheriff.
Please tell the truth. Is there something else?
Please, don't be mad.
What is it, TJ?
I didn't stay under the water.
What?
I know I'm supposed to, but I was scared, and I went to the top again. I couldn't help it.
I gave you very specific rules. You have to stay quiet and out of sight or bad things can happen. I told you.
You're not in trouble.
Like Ellie's not.
Not this time, Toad.
So you didn't stay underwater.
I don't know if anyone saw me, but someone said, "Stop laughing." And then I was scared, and I went under for as long as I could.
Wait, you heard someone?
Yes,
Why didn't you tell us before?
I didn't want to be in trouble.
Were those the same words they used? Stop laughing? Try to remember exactly what they said.
They said, "Stop laughing at me."
See, be able to pump a little bit more out of it.
Laughing.
No.
Sheriff?
Did you hear anything else?
No.
Bigby, he's frightened.
Okay. I think
TJ.
that's enough.
I'm sorry. After I came up again, there was no one there, and I ran home, that's all. I promise. I want to go home.
Okay, you can go.
Thank you, TJ.
Okay, son.
You did a good job, kid.
Come on, then.
So stop laughing at me, and there were multiple people there. If we find anybody who laughs a lot, I guess that'll be a good clue.
You want to go look at the body now?
Yes, I do. And we will go look at the body